Hello, everyone, and welcome to The English Brain. I'm so excited you're here today.
And I'm thrilled to be here with you. This is going to be a fantastic lesson.
Today, we're exploring something incredibly useful, something you use every single day of your life.
That's right. We're talking about transportation in English. And trust me, this is going to be practical, fun, and packed with phrases you'll use immediately.
Transportation means all the different ways we move from place to place. It includes buses, trains, cars, bicycles, airplanes, boats, basically anything that helps us travel.
And here's why this topic is so important. No matter where you live, no matter what you do, you use transportation every single day.
Going to work, going to school, visiting friends, shopping, traveling. Transportation is everywhere in our daily lives.
So learning how to talk about it in English is absolutely essential. These aren't just textbook phrases. These are real-world expressions you'll use constantly.
Let me start with a simple question. How do you usually get to work in the morning?
Great question. I usually take the subway. It's fast, reliable, and I don't have to worry about finding parking.
Perfect answer. Now, everyone listening, did you hear that phrase? I take the subway. This is incredibly common in English.
Yes, we use the verb take with most types of public transportation. You can say, I take the bus, I take the train, I take a taxi, I take the subway.
Let's practice together. Repeat after us slowly and clearly. Ready?
I take the bus to school.
I take the train to work.
I take a taxi to the airport.
Excellent. Now, what happens when you use a bicycle or a car? The verb changes slightly.
That's right. When you use a bicycle, we say, I ride my bike. And when you use a car, we say, I drive my car.
Let's practice those two. Repeat after me.
I ride my bike to the park.
I drive my car to the supermarket.
Perfect. And if you go somewhere on foot, you simply say, I walk. Like, I walk to school every day.
So these are your four basic transportation verbs: take, ride, drive, and walk. With just these four words, you can describe almost any way of traveling.
Now, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever been late because of transportation problems?
Oh, my goodness, yes. Just last week, I was stuck in traffic for almost an hour. I was so frustrated and stressed.
Stuck in traffic is such an important phrase. It means the cars aren't moving or they're moving extremely slowly.
Exactly. When there are too many cars on the road, we call it a traffic jam. Everything just stops or crawls along like a snail.
Let's practice this phrase. Say it with us.
I was stuck in traffic.
There was a huge traffic jam on the highway.
This is a perfect phrase to use when explaining why you're late. Sorry I'm late, I was stuck in traffic.
Yes, and everyone will understand immediately because we've all experienced being stuck in traffic before. It's universal.
Now let's talk about another common transportation problem. Have you ever missed your stop on a bus or train?
Oh no. Yes, I have. Once I was reading a book on the subway and I completely missed my stop. I was so absorbed in the story that I didn't pay attention.
What did you do?
I had to get off at the next stop and take the train back in the opposite direction. It made me about 20 minutes late.
That happens to everyone at some point. Miss your stop means you didn't get off at the right place. You went past it by accident.
If this happens to you, don't panic. Just get off at the next stop and figure out how to get back. It's not a major problem, just a small inconvenience.
Now let's learn how to ask for help when you're using public transportation. This is incredibly important, especially when you're in a new city.
Absolutely. The most useful phrase to start with is excuse me. Always begin with excuse me when you want to ask someone a question.
Then you can ask things like, which bus goes to the station? Or does this train stop at Main Street? Or how do I get to the airport?
Let's practice a full conversation. I'll be a passenger asking for help, and you be another passenger who can help me.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
Excuse me, which bus goes to the shopping mall?
You need the number 23 bus. It stops right in front of the main entrance.
Thank you so much. How often does it come?
Every 15 minutes. The next one should arrive in about 5 minutes.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
See how polite and natural that conversation was? Excuse me makes everything sound friendly and respectful.
And did you notice the question, how often does it come? This asks about the schedule, how frequently the bus arrives.
Yes, you can also ask, what time does the next bus arrive? Or, when does the train leave? These questions are super useful when you're waiting and want to know how long you'll wait.
Now, let's talk about paying for transportation. When you get on a bus, you usually need to pay a fare.
Fare is the money you pay to use public transportation. Some cities have cheap fares and some cities have expensive fares.
You can ask, how much is the fare? Or where can I buy a ticket?
In many cities, you can buy a ticket at a machine, at a ticket office, or sometimes directly from the bus driver.
Some cities also have special cards that you can recharge and use repeatedly. In London, they call it an Oyster card. In other cities, it might be called a transit card or Metro card.
These cards are very convenient. You just tap the card on a reader when you get on and off, and the system automatically charges you the correct fare.
Okay, let's move on to talking about schedules and timing. Have you ever been in a hurry to catch transportation?
All the time, especially in the morning when I'm running late. I always say, I need to catch the bus or I have to rush to catch the train.
Catch is a great verb here. It means to get on the bus or train before it leaves.
If you're running late, you might literally need to run to catch it. And if you don't make it in time, you say, I missed the bus.
Then you have to wait for the next one, which can be frustrating, especially if you're already late.
Let's practice these phrases. Repeat after us.
I need to catch the 8 o'clock train.
Hurry up or we'll miss the bus.
I missed my train, so now I have to wait 30 minutes.
Perfect. Now let's talk about a phrase that's very common in everyday conversation. I'm running late.
Yes, this means you're behind schedule. You should already be somewhere, but you're not there yet.
For example, you can say, I'm running late for work, or sorry, I'm running late. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
This is a polite way to tell someone you're going to arrive later than expected. It shows you're aware of the time and you apologize for the delay.
Now, let's imagine you're taking a taxi. This is different from public transportation because you interact directly with the driver.
That's right. When you get in a taxi, the first thing you do is tell the driver where you want to go.
You can say, can you take me to the airport, please? Or, I need to go to Fifth Avenue, please.
Always remember to say please at the end. It's polite and shows respect.
The taxi driver might ask you questions like, which way do you prefer? Or, do you want the fastest route?
Route means the path or way you take to get somewhere. The fastest route is the quickest way, but it might not always be the shortest distance.
Let's practice a taxi conversation. I'll be the driver and you be the passenger.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello, where would you like to go?
Can you take me to the central train station, please?
Of course. Which entrance do you need? There are 3 different entrances.
The main entrance, please. How long will it take?
About 20 minutes if the traffic is okay. Maybe 30 minutes if there's heavy traffic. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Thank you.
Great conversation. Did you hear the phrase fasten your seatbelt? This means to put on your seatbelt for safety.
Yes, safety is incredibly important in any vehicle. Always wear your seatbelt in cars and taxis.
Now, let's talk about trains. Trains are a popular way to travel, especially for longer distances.
When you go to a train station, there are several important things you need to know.
First, you need to buy a ticket. You can buy a one-way ticket if you're only going in one direction.
Or you can buy a round-trip ticket if you're going somewhere and then coming back to where you started.
A round-trip ticket is usually cheaper than buying 2 separate one-way tickets. So if you know you're coming back, always ask for a round trip.
Let's practice buying a train ticket. You be the customer and I'll be the ticket seller.
Okay. Hello, I'd like a ticket to Boston, please.
One way or round trip?
Round trip, please. When does the next train leave?
The next train departs at 3:30 from platform 5. That's in about 20 minutes.
Perfect. How much is the ticket?
That will be $45, please.
Here you go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a safe journey.
Excellent practice. Now, let's talk about the word platform.
A platform is the place where you wait for the train. Train stations usually have many platforms. Platform 1, Platform 2, Platform 3, and so on.
Each platform is for different trains going to different destinations. So when you buy your ticket, always ask, which platform should I go to?
And make sure you get on the correct train. Check the electronic signs and listen carefully to announcements.
Now let's move to air travel. Airports can be confusing, especially if it's your first time flying or if you're visiting a new country.
That's absolutely true. But don't worry, once you know the basic vocabulary and understand the process, it becomes much easier.
The first step at an airport is check-in. This is where you show your ticket and passport, and you drop off your large luggage.
Luggage or baggage means your bags and suitcases. The big bags go in the airplane's storage area, and you get them back when you arrive at your destination.
You can keep one small bag with you on the plane. This is called a carry-on bag.
It goes under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartment above your seat.
After check-in, you go through security. This is where they check to make sure everyone and everything is safe.
You put your bags through an X-ray machine and you walk through a metal detector or body scanner.
After security, you go to your boarding gate. Each flight has a different gate number.
You need to find your gate and wait there until it's time to board the airplane.
When it's time to get on the plane, the airline staff will announce, "Boarding has begun," or "Now boarding flight 256."
Boarding means getting on the airplane. Listen carefully for announcements so you don't miss when your flight starts boarding.
Let's practice some airport phrases. Repeat after us.
Where is the check-in counter?
Which gate do I need to go to?
What time does boarding start?
Is my flight on time?
Excellent. Now, sometimes flights have problems. They might be delayed or even canceled.
Delayed means the flight will leave later than originally planned. Maybe 1 hour late, 2 hours late, or even more.
You can say, my flight is delayed by 3 hours, or the flight was delayed because of bad weather.
Canceled means the flight is not happening at all. The airline will usually help you get on a different flight.
These things happen sometimes, and it can be frustrating. But try to stay calm and ask the airport staff for help.
They're there to assist you and will do their best to solve the problem.
Now, let's talk about something more fun, road trips.
I love road trips. A road trip is when you travel by car for a long distance, usually for vacation or adventure.
You can stop anywhere you want, see beautiful scenery, visit interesting places, and have spontaneous adventures along the way.
Before you start a road trip, you need to fill up the tank. This means you put gasoline or petrol in your car.
You can say, let's fill up the tank before we leave, or we need to stop at a gas station.
During a long drive, it's important to take a break. This means you stop the car and rest for a while.
You might say, I'm getting tired. Let's take a break. Or, should we stop for lunch?
If you see something interesting and want to stop, you can say, let's pull over here.
Pull over means to move the car to the side of the road and stop.
For example, look at that beautiful view. Let's pull over and take some pictures.
And when you're ready to start your trip, you can use a fun, casual phrase. Let's hit the road.
Hit the road is an informal way to say, let's go or let's start driving. It sounds friendly and excited.
Let's practice these road trip phrases. Everyone repeat.
We need to fill up the tank.
Let's take a break at the next rest stop.
Pull over here. I want to see this.
It's time to hit the road.
Excellent! Now, what happens if you get lost while driving? This can happen to anyone.
If you get lost, you can say, I think we took the wrong turn, or we're going the wrong way.
Don't panic. Just check your map or use GPS. GPS is a technology that shows you directions on your phone or in your car.
You can also stop and ask someone for directions. Remember to start with, excuse me, and then ask your question politely.
For example, excuse me, how do I get to the beach from here? Or, which way is the highway?
Most people are happy to help if you ask politely. And asking for directions is excellent English practice.
Now, let's learn some fun expressions and idioms related to transportation. These make your English sound more natural and fluent.
The first one is in the same boat. This doesn't mean you're actually in a boat. It means you're in the same situation as someone else.
For example, don't worry about failing the test. We're all in the same boat. It means everyone is experiencing the same problem together.
Another idiom is miss the boat. This means you lost an opportunity or you were too late for something.
Like, I wanted to buy tickets for the concert, but I missed the boat. They're all sold out now.
Here's a fun one. Drive someone crazy. This doesn't mean actually driving a car. It means to annoy someone a lot.
For example, my little brother's loud music drives me crazy. Or, this traffic is driving me crazy.
Let's practice these idioms. Repeat after us.
We're all in the same boat.
I missed the boat on that sail.
This noise is driving me crazy.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about cultural differences in transportation around the world.
That's fascinating. In some countries, people mainly drive personal cars. In other countries, people rely heavily on public transportation.
In cities like New York, London, Tokyo, and Paris, the subway system is huge and extremely popular. Millions of people use it every single day.
In London, they call the subway the tube. In New York, it's called the subway. In Paris, it's the metro.
In the Netherlands, almost everyone rides bicycles. The entire country has special bike paths, bike lanes, and parking areas specifically for bikes.
In many Asian countries like Vietnam, Thailand, and Indonesia, motorbikes and scooters are incredibly popular. You'll see hundreds of them on every street.
And in some places around the world, people still use traditional transportation, like boats, donkeys, rickshaws, or even camels.
Transportation shows you a lot about how people live in different places. It's an important part of the local culture.
When you travel to a new country, try using the local transportation. It's a fantastic way to experience the culture and meet local people.
Absolutely. And it's perfect for practicing your English too. You can talk to drivers, ask other passengers questions, and read signs in English.
Now, let's talk about something crucial: staying safe when using transportation.
Safety should always be your number 1 priority. When you're in a car or taxi, always wear your seatbelt.
When you're walking, look both ways before crossing the street. Don't look at your phone while walking near traffic.
When you're on a bicycle, wear a helmet to protect your head and always follow traffic rules.
On public transportation, hold on to the handles or poles, especially when the vehicle is moving.
And always keep your belongings close to you. Watch your bags and pockets to prevent theft.
These are simple safety tips, but they're incredibly important. Safety helps you enjoy your journey without worry or stress.
Now, let's think about something interesting. Learning English is like a journey. How are they similar?
That's a beautiful question. When you travel, you start from one place and move towards your destination, right?
Yes, exactly. And learning English is the same. You start at one level, maybe beginner, and you move toward fluency.
Sometimes the journey is fast, like taking an airplane. Sometimes it's slow, like walking. But you're always moving forward.
And just like in travel, sometimes you take the wrong turn or get lost. But that's completely okay.
You learn from it, figure out where you are, and continue on your path.
Making mistakes in English is like missing your stop on the bus. It happens to everyone. You just get off, figure it out, and continue.
The important thing is to keep going. Don't give up just because the journey is long or difficult.
Every word you learn is like one step forward on your journey. Every conversation you have is like traveling to a new place.
And just like traveling, learning English should be enjoyable and exciting. Don't make it stressful or painful.
Have fun with it. Try to practice English during your daily transportation. Read signs in English. Listen to English podcasts on the bus or train.
Talk to other passengers if you can. Describe what you see outside the window in English, even if you're just talking to yourself.
Use your travel time as learning time. Even 5 or 10 minutes every day makes a huge difference over time.
Consistency is more important than intensity. A little bit every day is better than studying for hours once a month.
Now, let's do a comprehensive review of all the important phrases we've learned today.
We learned how to talk about different types of transportation.
I take the bus. I ride my bike. I drive my car. I walk to school.
We learned about common transportation problems.
Stuck in traffic. Miss my stop. Running late. Took the wrong turn.
We learned how to ask for help politely.
Excuse me, which bus goes to the station? How do I get to the airport?
We learned about trains.
One-way ticket. Round-trip ticket. Platform. Catch the train.
We learned about airports.
Check-in. Boarding gate. Carry-on bag. Delayed. Canceled.
We learned about road trips.
Fill up the tank. Take a break. Pull over. Hit the road.
And we learned fun idioms.
In the same boat. Missed the boat. Drive someone crazy.
That's an incredible amount of useful vocabulary. You should be really proud of yourself for learning all of this.
Remember, you don't need to memorize everything perfectly right now. Just use what you can and practice a little bit every single day.
Language learning is not a race. It's a journey. Take your time, be patient with yourself, and enjoy the process.
Now, before we finish, let's do one final practice round. We'll say some sentences and you repeat them out loud. Ready?
I take the subway to work every day.
I was stuck in traffic this morning.
Excuse me, which bus goes downtown?
I need to catch the 9 o'clock train.
My flight was delayed by 2 hours.
Let's fill up the tank before we hit the road.
Wonderful. You did an amazing job today. Give yourself a pat on the back.
We really hope this lesson was helpful, practical, and fun. Transportation vocabulary is so useful because you encounter it almost every single day. Whether you're going to school, going to work, or traveling for fun, you now have the words and phrases you need to communicate confidently.
Practice these phrases in real life. Use them when you travel. Say them out loud when you're alone to build muscle memory.
The more you practice, the more natural and automatic they become. And remember, every time you use English, you're getting better.
Even if you make mistakes, you're still improving. Mistakes are not failures. They're proof that you're trying and learning.
So keep moving forward on your English journey. You're doing absolutely amazing, and we truly believe in you.
Before we say goodbye, we want to hear from you. How do you usually get to work or school?
Leave a comment and practice writing in English. Use one of the phrases we learned today.
And if you enjoyed this lesson, please share it with your friends who are also learning English. Learning together makes the journey more fun and motivating.
You can practice conversations with your friends, quiz each other, and encourage each other when things get difficult.
Thank you so much for listening today and spending this time with us at the English Brain.
We had a wonderful time teaching you, and we hope you learned something valuable that you can use immediately.
Remember, English is not just about grammar rules and vocabulary lists. It's about communication, connection, confidence, and culture.
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be brave enough to try. Every conversation is practice. Every mistake is a lesson.
So the next time you're on a bus, train, taxi, or subway, think in English. Describe what you see. Practice the phrases we learned.
Turn your daily commute into free English practice time. It's available every day, it costs nothing, and it works incredibly well.
All right, dear friends, it's time for us to say goodbye. But remember, this is not the end of your English journey. It's just one stop along the way. There are many more lessons, conversations, and experiences ahead of you.
Keep learning, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and keep moving forward. You have everything you need to succeed.
Until next time, safe travels, happy learning, and remember, your English brain is growing stronger every single day.
Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next lesson from the English Brain.
Keep speaking English every day. Bye!